A lot of people aren't aware that a lot of this mountain region, a lot of these mountainous regions were actually the base of silica trees. And you can tell where the knots are, where the type of growing plentiful, like sprouting trees where they grow up like 3 at a time on one giant base at the bottom. You can tell there's one, like 2, 3, maybe like a quarter of a mile wide each. Absolutely astonishing. There's another one there. And you can tell if it's quarry waste because it'll have like lines going down, like it was dumped somewhere, and they just let it stay like that. They didn't even like smooth it out or structure it. They just let that fucking shit look like a mound of dirt because, you know, everybody's brainwashed anyways and it doesn't matter. Here's a real big one. That one's probably like one giant tree. And that's what all of these lumps and hills and mountains are. And the actual ground level was much higher than what it is now. You imagine the ground level being that high and then being quarried down and you know, dug out. All the crystal silica that was living, that brought people connected to the crater, was all dug out and cut out. And what you're looking at is a spiritual warfare battle, because there's a wager going on. So that's why you see these beings, they go to great lengths to cover all this shit up. Like, these motherfuckers are building giant structures. They're doing all kinds of shit to keep everybody asleep. I mean, they're doing so much stuff, you wouldn't even believe it. And then people say, oh, well, why would they lie about the flat earth and why and that? Dude, this is a warfare wager against God versus the devil and shit. Like, these motherfuckers gonna reshape this bitch and tell you that you're in outer space so you can't understand that you're under waters above. Like, I mean, seriously, it's this white horizon line all the way around 360. Then you would only be able to presume that there's some kind of like ending to the blue. All right, continuous curve is continuous blue. All right, you're in the third rock from the sun. What you're gonna see if you're spinning around is the sun doing this. The moon, night, day, night, day, night, day. That's what you're gonna see if you're spinning in outer space, man. If you are spinning around, you should be seeing a scenery that looks like some damn Anakin Skywalker shit with a giant Jupiter millions of miles away back in the damn atmosphere if you're spinning in outer space. All right? If we're the third rock from the sun, then where, I mean, the sun is like a silver dollar in the sky. It's huge, bigger than airplanes, bigger than a continent. So if we're the third rock from the sun, you're gonna see, coming from around the sun, Mars. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be spinning too. So you're gonna be like seeing all kinds of shit. You're gonna spin around, and then you're gonna see Pluto and Jupiter, like big, like Jupiter's bigger than a fucking, Jupiter would be bigger than like a million Earths, like huge. So you would see Jupiter like fading like that, and Saturn and shit. Like, that shit's just not happening, guys. And unfortunately, everything's still, and the sea level is level, and nothing's blowing around because you're not spinning. And I'm sorry, but you're just not spinning. And you're just not. And don't wait for me to convince you. Just look into it, open your mind, and find out for yourself that the reason why this is coming out is just like everything says before. I wouldn't hold everything too true, because there's lies in the Bible too as well. Man had their deal with it, and they've put a lot of things in it, but there's lots of truth in it, and they spread it across mass religion to pit each other against, because that's what World War III, World War I and II is about. That's their fucking shit. They love us fighting each other, ripping each other apart. That's what it's all about. So understand that the truth is spread out there. There's no reason for anybody to fight over whose God is the best or any of that. You worshiping the same being. I mean, give me a break. And there's waters above. You're not in outer space. Don't wait to be convinced. That is a person taking, please lead me like you want to be led somewhere. Don't wait to be convinced. That's how you got in this trouble in the first place. Figure it out for yourself and understand that it only is what it is. Not what you want it to be, not what you believe it to be. Understand what beliefs are. Belief is law. It starts with law of your beliefs, right? That is the original law, what you believe in. Law is a religion. Go into court, tell the judge you don't believe in their beliefs, their religious beliefs. They usually dismiss the case if it's a small fine or something. Then try it for yourself. Don't wait for me to fucking convince you, because that is the fool's position, and you're waiting to be led, and that's bullshit. Stop that shit and stay awake.